This is the Rocket League Championship Series. It's North America, the final 4 teams around. Without any further ado, let's go down to the field where Wavepunk and Lawler will take it with the commentary.
I'm Wavepunk, joined here by Lawler, and Lawler, we get to start off North American Online Finals for Qualifier 2 with a great matchup between Lucky Bounce, Kings of Urban. It's very interesting. The desk is very, very much in favor of Kings of Urban on this one, despite Lucky Bounce beating them in the group stage and leading in all the stats at the moment.
Yeah, showing experience matters. They're also very much in favor of making fun of Carpet's height, despite them both being the same height as him, roughly.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting how that works out. But in this matchup, you're going to see a very clinical team, as Carpet mentioned, about how they're very passive. They wait for mistakes and then they capitalize on them, versus a team like King of Urban that's going to bring that pressure to you.
Absolutely. And Lucky Bounce with that amazing shooting percentage they like to talk about. These teams so even in many of the stats, but Lucky Bounce with just that slight edge. If you look at Darkfire with that 46 shot percentage, and he's not from a lack of shooting. It's not like he has not been taking shots. He leads in goals in North America right now.
He's also second in assists.
Yeah, he's such a strong player. And just to look at one other thing, his shot percentage is up at 46%. He's number 1 in North America, but we also have Timothy at number 8, Torment at number 4. These players all in the top 10 for shooting percentage on Lucky Bounce. These guys are playing very strong. I'm excited to see what they bring to Kings of Urban.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of back and forth between these two teams. I expect that Lucky Bounce is going to stick to their typical style and play a little bit more passive at the beginning, but it's going to be a matter of if they can adapt to KOU's aggressive play style.
Hold on to your pants. We have started the North American Online Finals with Kings of Urban in the orange, Lucky Bounce in the blue, and you see Kings of Urban already threatening. Timothy able to get a light touch onto that one to clear it away, and Torment gets the shot over into the far corner. See if they are able to create this pressure. Lucky Bounce now on the offense. A little bit of back and forth between these two teams, both teams being aggressive early on in game 1.
Yeah, this team...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jacob dropped that one down, but Torment got the block.
Yeah, Lucky Bounce needs to be careful. They sent 2 people on that contest for a 50-50 in the midfield and left it wide open in the backfield.
We saw Fireburner get a demo on that third man on the rotation, just like Carpet was talking about. They love their demo plays. Torment going to try and clear this one out, puts it up towards the wall. And now Timothy and Darkfire back in net for Lucky Bounce. Timothy misses on the wall and leaves it. Sad Jr. waiting patiently and try and get it around Timothy. Now Darkfire rotates out of the corner. Fireburner keeps it there. Solid pressure from Kings of Urban. Torment trying to push this one out. There's a cross from Fireburner and a bump, but no one there to finish it. Timothy's going to get the clear up to midfield.
Up to their usual ways. So many bumps already coming out from KOU, and yet there's 2 more.
There's only 1 player on the field right now for Lucky Bounce on the double demo from Kings of Urban. Sad Jr. gets it past 1 player. Just Torment on the back. Oh, it goes off the crossbar just slightly wide of the goal. Unfortunate for Sad Jr., but we're still all tied up at 0 with 3 minutes and 41 to go.
Yeah, that shot coming out on net.
Oh my goodness, Jacob looking dirty off the wall. Amazing stuff.
Jacob's going to get up high on this one, sees it and reads it very well, takes a shot in, and then makes sure to jump immediately after and get the follow-up, rotating his car sideways to hit the side of that car, so it gets a nice soft touch into the back of the net, putting them up 1-0.
And you saw Fireburner in the back, coming from the corner, going straight towards that goalie. He didn't hit him, but it didn't matter. The damage was done. He distracted him long enough that they were able to make that shot. Jacob putting his team up by 1, and they're threatening again. Darkfire with a solid clear down mid, but it gets shut down by Kings of Urban. Back in the blue it is now. Sad Jr. putting that one around the corner. Fireburner in goal. Darkfire plays this one up on the wall, able to clear that one away. Fireburner's there. He misses on the touch. Now Torment with ball control, able to put it into Kings of Urban's corner. Going to put it off the backboard, but Sad Jr. on the rotation, able to put that one around. Now Timothy back onto the wall. Jacob gets the response and sends it high at the goal. Fireburner's back in net as Darkfire tries to set this one up for his teammates. He back passes to Torment, who takes a shot onto the backboard, but no one there to finish it off as Sad Jr.'s touch is going to send that one straight back down mid.
Wow, what a touch by Jacob. Jacob, normally known as their setup man, doing exactly that, showing some patience, poising up, and making a beautiful pass downfield.
Timothy now with a run onto the net. Can Torment finish? Not going to happen as Sad Jr. gets there first. Ball dead at midfield as Torment and Timothy both rotate back to get on the right side of the ball. All players kind of repositioning, letting the ball do its thing for the moment as it bounces out to midfield again. Fireburner back is going to be the first one there and shoot it towards the backboard. It's going to bounce off. We'll see if Jacob can finish this one. Sad Jr. sets it up again. Can anyone be there? Not happening. There's Fireburner to finish that one. It's 2-0 for Kings of Urban.
All that available because the constant pressure coming from Kings of Urban. You see Torment trying to get up for the knockout here, just barely misses it, and it settles perfectly for Fireburner, still placing it back inside to get it past Darkfire.
2:28 left to go in game number 1. We're just crossed halftime, and so far it's been all Kings of Urban on the offense. See if Lucky Bounce can respond in the second half of this game. Timothy sets that one up off the wall, gets it over Jacob, but Fireburner is there to put it towards net. Jacob blocks it as Darkfire is going to pick up ball control in the corner. Fireburner keeping the pressure on, sends it towards net, but a weak touch from Torment. Timothy able to get him out of that sticky situation, put it into the corner.
Jacob had that second touch above because Darkfire was going to be able to make an easy save, trying to redirect it to give himself a chance, but does not work. The defense of this Lucky Bounce team still coming up very clinical, just hoping for a mistake, but the aggression from Kango is...
Oh my goodness, the shot from Jacob. Darkfire able to put that one away, and here comes the pressure from Kings of Urban. Sad Jr. sits it just on the crossbar. There's point number 3 for Fireburner.
So much aggression coming out from KOU early. Shot goes up. Sad Jr. takes a touch, doesn't go and hits crossbar. Luckily for him, 2 defenders making a mistake there and going for it.
Absolutely.
Only needed to send one, and it leaves Fireburner with a wide open shot.
Kings of Urban punishing Lucky Bounce right now. 1:52 left to go in game number 1. Sad Jr. and Darkfire on kickoff. Darkfire wins most of that one, sending it into Kings territory. Jacob tries to set that one out. Timothy gets it over Fireburner and sends it towards the box. A nice touch from Torment, sends it just wide of the goal. Sad Jr. to try and pick this one out, but here's some pressure from Lucky Bounce. They send that one towards the box. Good touch from Jacob. Oh my goodness, the passing plays from Kings of Urban.
I'm glad you bring that up. You see how fast they transition that into offense from defense. A quick touch up and then to another, completely changing the possession side of this game.
Torment trying to keep that one around the corner. Timothy gets it past 2 players and follows it around. 1 player back for Kings of Urban. It's Fireburner, and he's able to clear it away. But Torment going to keep the pressure on, keep it in the half. Now Darkfire around the corner, going to try and wrap it around the wall, but Jacob reads it, pops it out to the middle. If anyone's far enough back, looks like Timothy's going to be able to set that one down. Fireburner going to follow this one, bounce it off the ceiling. Well, there's Darkfire with a shot on the net. Sad Jr. well positioned, able to clear it away. Timothy sets it up high again, and he's going to follow up his own shot. Darkfire over to Torment, goes just wide. They're not able to send a third shot on the net, but they've kept it in the corner. Final minute of gameplay, and they need 3. They're going to be continuing this on. Darkfire trying to set that one out. Torment pops it over into King's territory. 45 seconds left. Fireburner popping that one down into the corner. Now Timothy tried to respond, wasn't able to get the touch he was looking for. Jacob there, but Darkfire beats him to it, sends it over towards Kings of Urban. Sad Jr. going to put this one onto the backboard. Now he's going to drop down. He's going to finish his own shot. What a setup from Sad Jr.
Sad, those backboards are really tough to kind of predict. He takes the shot and plays it perfectly in that top right area, and it settles perfectly in front of the net. Timothy just not able to get there in time, and Sad Jr. is going to pick up what he started.
This has been really strong aggression from Kings of Urban in game number 1. They're up by 4 with 30 seconds. I think it's pretty safe to say at this point they're going to be taking game number 1 of the series, but it has not been from lack of aggression from Lucky Bounce. They've had some great opportunities, just have not been able to finish.
Yeah, you see Kings of Urban are actually doing a really, really good job of beating Lucky Bounce at their own game.
Sure.
They're being more aggressive, which is what we expect out of them, but they're really capitalizing on the mistakes. You're saying Lucky Bounce send up 2 people on defense a couple times. They're over-rotating a little bit. It's just they need to spread out a little bit and just play their game. Take it a little bit slower, do what you need to do.
We've had some good last second aggression here from Lucky Bounce, but again, the defense holding up on Kings of Urban. The ball's going to drop right in front of the net. That's the first win for the Kings of Urban. They go up 1-0 here in the semifinals for North America. Great stuff.
Yeah, we got a best of 7 today, so all they need is 4 wins to get out of this. But we're able to start off with math correct today. That's pretty good. So yeah, they need 4 wins, and if they keep aggressing like that, you see the differences in shots and just that aggression coming out, and then they're matching that with taking full utilization of where the positioning of their car is. Not only do they take the shot or the pass, they then go look for a demo immediately after. They put themselves in a place on the offensive side of the field. They have that trust in their team to where they're not rotating back, and that's something that could be punished. But with how well they've been playing, I don't expect it.
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed watching the Kings of Urban defensive rotations.
Right.
They were so solid in that goal. Even there at the very end of the game, you saw some great shots coming out from Lucky Bounce, but they always had that one right in net, was able to get to where he needed to be to keep that one clean. That was a nice shutout from Kings of Urban, put them up in the series right now. It was amazing. Just I'm really interested to see Lucky Bounce. They have that amazing shot percentage. We've seen, we were talking about how they're so strong in net or on the offense. I really want to see them pick it up in game number 2.
Yeah, back and forth between these 2 teams. They're really going to need to apply that pressure, and that's what good teams do when they get to this point. A lot of the guys on the desk expected that Kings of Urban, with their experience, were going to show up, and they're doing just that. Now it's a matter of, can Lucky Bounce match that? Can they adapt to the play style? And that's something that they've always done. They've always played to the opponent at their level. You saw when they played Selfless. They didn't play their proper game because they were matching their opponent. This is the time that they need to take it to their opponent because they are playing some of the best teams in North America.
Game number 2, we will be moving on to Manfield Stadium. Who's the first player we're going to jump on board with?
I'm going to step on board with Timothy being the second man up. Let's see what he can do with this aerial.
He tries to pop it onto the backboard. Darkfire's waiting for the second touch. Sitting down in the corner, going to keep the pressure on, wrap it around. Going to see if he can drop this one down. Not happening. Sad Jr. able to read it on the wall. Now Torment going to try and pop this one around. Fireburner hanging back in goal patiently. Timothy able to pop that one around. Torment went for the zone on Darkfire, or on Sad Jr. in net, but it's not going to happen.
Big thing they need to be careful of is they sent 2 people up on that, and the quick rotation coming out from Sad and the rest of this team on Kings of Urban, they need to be careful because they're probably leaving 1 man back against 2 people, and if one of them is Sad...
Oh my goodness, is it going to go in? It's going to go just a little bit wide there. You saw Fireburner again zoning out the goalie, and Jacob had a shot. It went just wide. There's 2 goalies going to overcommit on that one. We'll see if they can punish this one. Jacob sets that one over. Torment going to read it well. But they're going to keep the pressure up. Kings of Urban continuing this offensive. Oh my goodness, they bully Timothy in goal. They've been so aggressive in net.
Goodness,
and there's the shot from Sad Jr. First blood going to Kings of Urban.
Sad Jr., I don't know how you get some of these angles. Darkfire puts it outside, plays it a little bit too hard, and nobody's there but Sad, using the top right corner and flipping into it to put enough power at the top center of the net. There was 2 goalies there, but I just don't think they expected him to hit that angle.
No, that placement was so perfect. Neither one able to quite get there in time. First point on the board for Kings of Urban. They lead by 1 with 4 minutes left. Timothy carries this one into Kings of Urban corner. Fireburner gets it past 2. Timothy gets a demo onto the goal. You see them trying to kind of match Kings of Urban's aggression, but so far it's not working out. Jacob able to send one onto net. Darkfire just in time rotates in for that. Torment sets that one out. Darkfire leaves it for him, and now he's going to be able to push that one to the far corner. Jacob going to try and back pass to his teammates, but Torment's still there on top of him. Darkfire with a shot. There's the tie game.
2 people committing on Kings of Urban, allowing that to happen in this corner. As you see it break down, Jacob tries to pass it back to Fireburner, who's just not ready for it, and gets a tap left instead of upfield, and it plays perfectly back to Darkfire for a shot.
Yeah, great just a counterplay there. Darkfire really recognizing that opportunity and able to punish. Tie game with 3:38 left to go. Sad Jr. and Darkfire on kickoff. Sad Jr. gets most of it, but Timothy able to get the last touch put onto the backboard. Try and set it out. He's drawn out 2, but Torment not able to get the finisher. Now Jacob ends up with ball control, sending it into the corner. Darkfire sends it back to midfield. There's Sad Jr. sending it to the other corner. Jacob tries to redirect, but doesn't get a touch onto it. Now Timothy able to put that one over to midfield. Fireburner keeping the pressure on. Darkfire responds. Some good ping pong coming out from both teams, reading each other's trajectories. Kings of Urban going to put it off the backboard. Torment goes up for it, but misses. Sad Jr. sends it over into the box, and can anyone finish? There goes Jacob, but he misses the touch, and now it's going to be Timothy and Darkfire's ball. They have a run onto the net if they can just get it past Fireburner. Great touch from Fireburner to keep that one away from his own goal.
Not only is it a great touch from Fireburner, but look how quickly Jacob gets up to put that ball back outside, just completely stopping any kind of momentum.
It was a great shot from Jacob. Darkfire read it and was able to keep it away. Pass from Sad Jr. to the far side. Timothy able to respond first and pop it back out into the mid. Darkfire is up for this. He's going to put it over into the corner. Timothy is up as well. Torment hanging back on that third line. Jacob going to try and set this one out. He's going to miss that touch, leave it there. Sad Jr. going to have a very 50-50 touch. Sad Jr., oh my goodness, the passing play coming out from Kings of Urban, just going wide of the goal. Torment able to keep Fireburner's finisher out of net, and now they got the counter play going. It's up into the corner. It's just Jacob on the wall. Great touch from Jacob to send that one straight back towards mid by Fireburner. Time to get set up in goal.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. All that play setup was done because Fireburner got that last man back with a demo, and it's something that you're going to continue to see throughout this entire series out of Kings of Urban.
Jacob sets that one down to mid. Now Torment responds, putting it back into the corner. They're trying to wrap this one around. He's got it in front of the box. Fireburner not able to get there in time, but Timothy shot goes wide. Darkfire to try and finish, but Sad Jr. with a touch to put it back into the corner. An amazing touch in goal. 1:53 left to go and still a tie game.
Fireburner actually played that really patient. It worked out. Kind of dangerous, though.
Sad Jr. has an opportunity to make Darkfire look silly. That pop puts Kings of Urban up.
I think Leaf would drop a dirty dangles on that one. See him play this slow, takes patient, puts it on top of his hood, and Darkfire's in a very rough spot. He's got to try to get the prediction, almost gets a touch on it, but that subtle little fake, he didn't really do anything with it, and that's what's so hard to read when you're in a 1v1 situation, especially against a player like Sad Jr.
Oh, and you saw it was kind of a 1v3 situation. All 3 Kings of Urban players bearing down on Darkfire. Really difficult situation. It's going to put Kings of Urban up by 1. 1:35 left to go. Jacob puts that one out to the middle. Sad Jr. sends it onto the backboard. Can anyone finish this one off? There comes Fireburner in from the back, but the interference from Torment keeps it out. Sad Jr. going to try and play the mind games again. Darkfire's not going to be fooled this time and is able to push that one away out of his corner, but Jacob keeps the pressure on, sending it down to the far side. Sad Jr. wrapping this one around and put it into the far corner. Darkfire tries to play it, but then realizes that's a bad touch to make and bails on it. Ball still in a dangerous place. There's Kings of Urban again. Jacob gonna finish the pass from Fireburner.
Ball rotating back out, and you see a very good 50-50 working in favor of Fireburner and getting up very high. That's something that this team does a very good job of. And Jacob just getting over both of these defenders. It just seems to be that the communication for Kings of Urban is on point.
They were playing very well, looking like a veterans team in game number 2. 1:10 left to go, and they're up by 2. Jacob's going to try and make it 3. There we go. My goodness, the Kings of Urban are looking strong.
Yeah, starting off pretty similar early and really starting to punish this team. Kickoff going in favor, but Jacob just going to beat Timothy to it and put it right on net. Nice slow pass, nobody in defense.
There's the classic James Bott move of leaving nobody in net, his favorite kickoff strategy. Going to punish Lucky Bounce here.
Well, with that kickoff too, they got to be careful because at the same time for Kings of Urban, they're in a dangerous position cheating up that far.
Absolutely. But 1 minute left. They're up by 3 at this point. I think they just need to run their clock down. Torment going to try and get it past Sad Jr., but they're keeping that pressure on. Jake going to try and drop this one down into the box. A great touch. Can anyone come up to finish? Not going to happen. Torment pushed it over the side, but Jacob remaining very aggressively positioned, puts this one out to the middle. Now Darkfire picks it up onto the backboard. Sad Jr. puts it into the corner. 40 seconds left for Darkfire and company to score 3 goals. It's going to be quite the comeback if they can pull it off, but at this point, they've only managed to pull off 1 goal so far in the series. They need to be able to step up on the offense. We know they can do it, but they have not been able to get through this Kings of Urban defense.
No, Kings of Urban just seems to be beating them not only in the rotational game, but in pure offense. It just seems to be that they always get to the ball first, and their shots have been way better placed.
Final 13 seconds. Timothy tries to set this one out, pops it out to midfield for Torment, but Sad Jr. respond again. This midfield defense from Kings of Urban has been so strong. They've been able to keep shots from materializing at all, been able to maintain so much ball control through this series. It's been very, very impressive, and Lucky Bounce really needs to change something up if they want to be able to take game number 3.
Yeah, another 4 goals coming out for Kings of Urban, keeping consistent to the first game, and it's just a matter of time. If this progression keeps up, this Lucky Bounce team is obviously starting to inch a little bit closer towards what they need to do. It's just that they're getting punished for it. Darkfire obviously stepped up in shots. He had double what he had last game. It just doesn't seem to be enough. Timothy, they're kind of their X factor, the one that sits back or is the last man in, really needs to put some aggression on.
Absolutely, yeah. They only had 5 shots total on the side of Lucky Bounce to 10 from Kings of Urban. And you just look at those point totals, about 370, 300, 155 on Kings of Urban to 265, 155, and 65. A lot more ball control coming out from Kings of Urban here in game number 2. They've really been able to take it to Lucky Bounce so far.
Statistically, they don't really show that stuff like centers and everything, but that's where those points come from. They add up. Just in pure ball control, they're controlling the mid-game very well, like you stated. Defense-wise, we talk about how you don't want shots on net because that means that they're on your side of the field. And they're contesting in the middle very well. There's a couple times where this team from Lucky Bounce has kept it in the corner, but after that first or second initial hit, they stop. It gets immediately cleared out, and that's more in favor of KOU playing it very well rather than Lucky Bounce just not playing it at all.
We have a freak thunderstorm has broken out on Manfield in the last 30 seconds. Jacob going to be going on kickoff here for game number 3. They lead the series by 2. 2 more wins on Kings of Urban, and they will advance to the grand finals. Jazz Jr. going to pop this one out to mid. Fireburner trying to respond, but Timothy gets a nice shutdown, and now Darkfire with an opportunity to score. Sends that one to the far side. Sad Jr. pops that one to mid. Here's Torment to put on the backboard. Darkfire's up to respond, but he's not going to get the touch. Just an unfortunate situation. It was a great setup for Lucky Bounce. They just weren't able to finish.
Jacob, too, doing a really good job of controlling the pace there. He had the ability to clear it out, but there was nobody down. He takes a soft touch over and plays it back to himself, and now look at the possession change.
Sad Jr. and Jacob trying to hit that one around. It's not going to happen. Timothy puts it up to Darkfire, puts that one over into the corner. Now Torment up on the wall. Going to try and play this one around. Puts it over. It's going to get interfered by Jacob, who clears it far away. And now all the Lucky Bounce players up in a very interesting position, kind of up in the corner, driving backwards. They're able to get reset without Kings of Urban punishing. Fireburner kills that one on the backboard. It pops out. Can anyone finish? Not going to happen. It moves back up to midfield. Now we see Darkfire waiting patiently. Solid touches at mid. He's got Torment and Timothy to back him up. Pass is going to go just unanswered there, and he's going to try and put this one around. Fireburner on the wall, able to respond, send that one back into the blue.
Yeah, the pass play they were trying to set up there, I don't think worked in the favor. I expected.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, they didn't get it.
It goes wide. We were talking about passing plays. Fireburner and Jacob had a nice little, pretty small ball play there. Weren't quite able to put it back in. 3:40 left to go in this game, and it's still tied up at 0.
Yeah, you saw a pass play trying to come out. Just Torment didn't take the touch that it looked like Darkfire was trying to give him, and it's probably confusing because Darkfire is normally their goal scorer, and Torment's their setup man.
3:30 left to go. Fireburner and Jacob trying to push this one out of their own half. Fireburner going to set something up for Sad Jr., puts it into the wall. It's going to bounce out here, and there's Sad Jr. to finish it. Nice shot. Timothy couldn't quite see the angle in time. That's the lead for Kings of Urban.
Fireburner with that touch, like he doesn't do anything power-wise for that shot. He plays it just light enough to where he takes that angle on the wall to bounce it back into mid. And that's something so underutilized, like the placement of just a hit against the wall. So it pops high enough for Jacob. Underutilized. So well played by Fireburner.
Kings of Urban with the lead in game 3. Timothy sends one on the net, but Fireburner able to rotate in from the corner and put that one away before it went in. Now Torment keeping the pressure on for Lucky Bounce. Fireburner sets this one out. Sad Jr. up to Jacob. Can he finish? It goes onto the backboard just a bit high of the goal. Torment going to try and keep the breakaway alive. Sends it onto the corner. Now Darkfire to try and finish under Fireburner. A great response, but he didn't quite have the angle onto net. Now Timothy going to keep the pressure on. Misses on the wall. Sad Jr. going to try and pop this one around as Timothy falls back, but Torment able to rotate in, keep the pressure on. Now Jacob sends that one far into the far blue corner. 2:44 left to go. Lucky Bounce looking for their first goal in game number 3, but right now they just need to get it out of their own half.
Gosh, yet another bump coming up from KOU on this goalie. Doesn't seem to matter as there's no one there to follow it up. And look at this transition coming out from Lucky Bounce. Can they score for this one? It's their best opportunity.
That was a great setup there. Torment shot went a little bit light, and Fireburner in goal gets himself a Savior medal, able to keep his team clean right now. So 2:20 left to go. See if they're able to put this one down. Torment pops that up. He's going to try and push this around, pushes it over into the far side. Timothy's there to respond, puts it onto the back wall. It's going to bounce wide. It's going to need to be touched again to send it towards the box, but there's Darkfire dropping it down. Timothy with a shot, gets it over the top of Fireburner. There's a tie game.
Finally, a defensive mistake coming up from Kings of Urban that Lucky Bounce is able to capitalize on. Two guys going up for an aerial, both miss, and Timothy waiting patiently underneath and just catching Fireburner on his back heel to put it over the top.
It's a very interesting touch. It was like upside down, kind of rolling around, but got just as much forward momentum as he needed to send that one on to goal. We got a tie game in game number 3. 2:05 left to go. Torment playing this one off the wall, sends that one down towards net. Fireburner able to send that one onto the backboard, try and clear it away, but Timothy able to put it onto the far side. Nice touch has Lucky Bounce up on the offense. No one in goal for Lucky Bounce at the moment. Is that strong clear? Sends Kings of Urban back onto the, oh my goodness, the touch from Torment to Timothy. They put it into the corner. It's a very scary moment right now as Kings of Urban's offensive pressure is just coming up very strong. No one able to score just yet, but you know with this pressure, it's only a matter of time. There's the shot from Fireburner, 2-1 for Kings of Urban.
The constant pressure from KOU coming out. Timothy trying to get it clear, just stopped yet again. Needing boost desperately on this team, and just the quick rotation back in from Fireburner from that beautiful pass from Jacob to put it into the net. That is the pass plays that Carpet was talking about, how well they work as a unit.
That was amazing, amazing play, especially from Jacob at midfield. He's rotating back on the defense and sees the ability to keep the offensive pressure up and gets a crazy touch at midfield to set up Fireburner. And that has his team up right now in game number 3. They lead the series 2-0. Fireburner going to try and clear this one out of net. Actually doesn't get the touch, but neither does Darkfire, so just drops down to Jacob. Midfield, Torment keeps the pressure on. Now Darkfire with an opportunity, gets it around Sad Jr., keeps it in the corner, but Fireburner's there as no one is able to keep the pressure on.
Oh my
now
goodness,
Kings of Urban rotating out. Ball at midfield. Jacob passes up to Sad Jr. Oh, he whiffs on the touch. Feels side flip man, and Timothy's going to end up with ball control. Played up the wall. He's going to try and push this one around. Sets that one up. Darkfire going for it, but Jacob not going to be able to get a touch. Final minute of gameplay. Lucky Bounce needs 1 point to equalize. Keep the hopes of taking their first game in the series alive. This ball is dead in the orange box. Timothy pops it off the wall. Darkfire keeping the pressure up. This is good pressure from the Lucky Bounce squad. They just need to be able to keep this up and send some shots onto net. They're coming close, but so far everything's bouncing just a little bit higher, a little bit wide. 36 seconds left. Jacob's got the ball over in Lucky Bounce territory. Darkfire going to get that one past one, but there's Sad Jr. on the back, sending that one onto net. Timothy couldn't quite get there, and that's 3-1 for Kings of Urban.
Timothy had a slight hesitation here as it rotates in. He turns around right now, sees that shot coming in, and debates, should I go for that aerial? Because Torment is behind him, and that slight hesitation is what made that goal go in. If he would have just went for it immediately, you can't take that risk against shots from Kings of Urban.
29 seconds. Lucky Bounce needs 2. They've been in this hole a few times already today. That ball moving towards their own net. Darkfire needs to get a sloppy touch or kind of an awkward touch in the corner to get that one just away from his own goal. Timothy, last line of defense, is going to play this one off the Spider-Man clear. Now Torment, nice wall passing coming out from Lucky Bounce. Darkfire sets that one up on the backboard. Can he finish his own shot? It was a close one, not going to happen. Timothy tries to set that one down, but with the final countdown, 3 seconds left, they need 2. There's the 1 second. And that's going to be game number 3 going to Kings of Urban. They look set right now to sweep the series.
And that's got to be some really good motivation for Kings of Urban. They've obviously already made it to the land, but more importantly, they're looking at money right now.
Yes.
If they win this next game, they are guaranteed $1,500.
Yes.
It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, well, and on the flip side, this is what Lucky Bounce has to play for right now. You know, they can't make it into the LAN. That's okay. They've made an amazing run in the group stages to put them up at number 1.
Right.
And right now, all they've got to play for in this season number 1 is all the cash that's on the line today that they can win today if they can take it to this. They've beaten this Kings of Urban squad before. Let's see if they can pull it off in the last 4 games.
Yeah, veteran and a reverse sweep would be absolutely huge
for
this
ridiculous.
team. And it would be quite the story for these guys to come out of nowhere. And they've been doing a good job. You see that they're starting to make more pass plays. And you saw that midfield. It just anytime they start to do something where they're transitioning, they're getting matched, especially by Jacob. Jacob has been shutting down this team on his own.
Yeah. Well, and I feel it's frustrating because you look at Lucky Bounce and their shots, they've had some great pressure. They've had some great team plays to get an opportunity onto net, and then just at the last moment, the last touch goes wide or goes high, and they have not been able to have the accuracy they need to take it to a clean squad like Kings of Urban. See if they're able to get that reverse sweep alive, or if Kings of Urban is going to shut them down and get the 4-0. Torment sends this one onto net to get the first point on the board for Lucky Bounce. There's a good start.
Exactly what Lucky Bounce needs. They needed a quick rebuttal, and here you go. Darkfire is going to win a 50-50 over Jacob, waiting perfectly for Torment, and Torment, despite that, is going to then get up right away and put it near post.
Yeah.
Far post probably would have been a better option, but I don't think anybody expected him to play it that close.
Absolutely no. Fireburner was there. That second touch was so critical from Torment to get that one into net. And Lucky Bounce has the lead in game number 4. Jacob putting that one around. Sad Jr. sends it into the far corner. Now Torment pops it dead. Sad Jr. keeping the pressure on. Jacob comes in for the shot, but a good clear from Timothy sends it back to mid. Fireburner kills it right in front of the entire Lucky Bounce team there. Torment able to put it into the corner. Fireburner responds, but Darkfire pops it out. See what they're able to do. Sad Jr. kills it in front of the box again. Right there for Torment to try and make advantage of it. And Timothy's able to get around. What speed from Timothy and accuracy, putting them up 2-0.
This pressure, they've got nothing to lose now. And look at him come out. That bump so crucial on Jacob, leaving it wide open. And Timothy going to sweep around and put a shot on net, putting up 2-0 in 40 seconds.
Yeah, a difficult shot, and the accuracy, he had a very narrow window he could possibly pull off, and like I said, that accuracy's been plaguing them, and he's been able to respond here early on, get points on the board. Lucky Bounce looking strong in game number 4. Torment going to put this one in the corner. Timothy gets set up in goal for Lucky Bounce. Sad Jr. on the wall and try and push this out. It bounces down. Jacob keeps the pressure on. Timothy misses the touch, but Darkfire is there to clear it away. Going to put it up. Timothy sends it to the far side. Fireburner in net, comes out to respond. Pass up to Jacob, who's got an aggressive position. He lofts it high. Can Sad Jr. finish this one? Not going to happen before Darkfire gets there and puts it into the corner. But there's the shot from Sad Jr. going a little high. The classic demos coming out from Kings of Urban again.
Yeah, controlling the pace of this offensive side. It's even easier when there's only 2 players defending against you, but it just seems to be that this team on Lucky Bounce has definitely woken up. You see they're playing a lot more crisp, and their shots are taking advantage of the small mistakes, or if there's not a mistake there, they're going to make it themselves with a bump.
Fireburner sends that one into the corner. No one really at home on defense right now for Lucky Bounce. Torment tries to play it off the wall. Timothy's touch is necessary to clear this one away. Fireburner keeping the pressure on, sending that one on to net, and there's a point on the board for Kings of Urban.
Yeah, just a soft touch over the top here. You see this ball being put in, 3 people up, nobody back on defense at Fireburner. Just quick tap to Jacob, and he's going to out-rotate Timothy on the way back.
Great stuff there. Kings of Urban finding their first point in game number 4. They only need to take the lead and take the series. 3:21 left to go in game number 4 here at Beckwith Park. Jacob going to send that one towards the net, but Timothy able to clear it away. Jacob has another opportunity, puts it out in mid, and there's a shot from Sad Jr. Great rotation, great read from Timothy, realizing where the shot was going to be coming from and be able to keep his net clean. Jacob sends that one towards the corner. Torment able to pop that one out, and Timothy going to respond. Put it over Sad Jr. Up to Torment again. For a nice aerial passing coming out from Lucky Bounce. Darkfire puts it into the corner. Fireburner set up and able to clear it away. Back into the blue corner it goes as Timothy and Torment rotate back onto defense. It's going to be all on Torment right now to clear this one hard towards the net, but Sad Jr. is there waiting for it and gets the touch he needs.
Yeah, good response from Sad Jr. Big clear, but now it's in possession.
Can he do it? He gets it past one, not going to happen, past Darkfire. That was a very interesting moment there. Jacob dropped it down to Sad Jr., and he had the ability to dribble it around with some good solid reads coming out from Lucky Bounce, keeping their lead, their slim lead here in game number 4. Timothy sends another shot in the net. Darkfire with another one, and can Torment finish? It's lobbed in front of the box. Where's it going to go? Oh my goodness, they're keeping this pressure on, and Torment with the back roll to put it in. They're up by 3.
That's the aggression that they're trying to match. You see how well they get to the ball here. Torment reads the 50-50, gets it over the top. You then see Darkfire goes up immediately after and beats them and plays that back towards the net. And then yet again, Torment comes in, sweeps in, and gets that goal. Yeah,
you can see that, like, just playing the ball straight up there in net works in favor of Lucky Bounce. Gives their teammates opportunities to make shots. Timothy sends this one on the far wall. 2:19, they're up by 2, 3-1 in favor of Lucky Bounce. And they're keeping the pressure on. Torment sends someone onto the backboard. Darkfire goes in to respond, but doesn't get the touch. Now Jacob on the wall, sends that one around the corner. Timothy gets a nice setup here. Darkfire goes up to respond, but Fireburner able to get the touch first, keep it from going in. Torment shot's going to go wide. Sad Jr. puts it into the far corner. They're going to try and transition out here with 1:56 to work with. They need 2 to equalize. Sad Jr. puts it into the box. No shot going to happen as Darkfire is able to put it away. Fireburner trying to continue to create pressure, but a good touch. Going to send that one far. Now Jacob's touch puts it out to mid. Darkfire's there to put it back onto the wall. It's going to cross into the orange, but Fireburner beats him to it. Bit of back and forth in these teams. We'll see if Kings of Urban is able to create the points they need to take the lead back.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. Still a lot of time coming in, and shots like that. Oh, just barely.
It's a kind of a rare, uncharacteristic miss from Sad Jr. there. With 1:25 left to go, they really need that point. There's another opportunity, but Darkfire clearing it away, relying on their strong defense. Fireburner, and then they're going to try and see if Kings of Urban can put themselves back up. As Timothy is getting the rotation, he's got a shot towards the net, but Sad Jr. able to clear it away before it has any chance of being put away. 1 minute remaining here. As Fireburner try and clear this one away. Bunch of back and forth from these teams, but Lucky Bounce has really woken up in game number 4 so far.
Yeah, the pass play is still trying to come out from KOU.
There's another point from Fireburner. They only need 1 more.
Dude, the pass play right before that was insane. Back and forth. You see Sad passing it to Fire. Fire pops it up. Jacob actually stops and completely kind of negates what Torment's trying to do there, and then able to respond to it. Up at the top is Fireburner yet again. Putting this within 1 with a minute left. They got to fight for this one.
Now, Lucky Bounce better not chill out. This is Kings of Urban we're talking about. They have plenty of time to work with to tie this up. See what they're able to do with 50 seconds remaining. Fireburner try and get it past Darkfire, who keeps it in the corner. Sad Jr. in net, going to put it out to mid. There's Timothy. He pops it back to Sad Jr. actually, and now Fireburner with an opportunity pops it straight up. We need Jacob to come up from the back. Darkfire going to change the angle on that one, but Jacob going to read it off the wall and miss that one. Now Timothy with an opportunity. 30 seconds left in this game. Fireburner sends it on to net. A nice touch from Torment keeps it from going on target. Darkfire in corner going to try and play interference, but Jacob going to set that one up. Sad Jr. up for that one, but Timothy, the interference, keeping that one away, getting the save, keeping his team alive. 17 seconds left. They've got one on to net, but Jacob clears that one far. Darkfire keeping the pressure on. They're just running time off the clock. Final 10 seconds. Timothy sends it into the corner again and sends one towards the net. Here's a breakaway trying to get away, but Torment's midline defense going to keep that one solid. Great stuff coming out from Lucky Bounce right now, shutting everything down, not allowing them to rotate out of their own half, and there's a win for Lucky Bounce.
Lucky Bounce staying in a do-or-die moment, coming out crucial, bringing the aggression to this Kings of Urban team. You see how well they played early. They had a first goal within, I think it was 10 seconds. It was super quick. And then they responded with another one roughly 30 seconds after that to give them a 2-0 lead. Holding on. Shots-wise, they're a little bit higher, but saves doesn't seem to matter with how many shots they put on.
Absolutely, yeah. We had a complete flip-flop in roles here with Kings of Urban coming up with the 5 shots, Lucky Bounce coming up with the 10 shots, really showing that aggression that we talked about in the pregame. Amazing stuff from this Lucky Bounce squad. And yeah, Torment there really stepping up for his team. 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 shots, clear MVP.
Yeah, you saw Darkfire wasn't able to get the initial touch. They're starting to recognize that our first go-to at the shot isn't going to work against this team. So you see Darkfire starting to develop some things that you start to see out of Sad. He's like, all right, well, this guy's in the net. Let's get him out of the way, and then maybe Torment can score instead of me. And it seems to be working. They're bringing that aggression, but still a very close game. They've got to battle it out. Still, here we go, game number 5.
Yep, game number 5. Lucky Bounce still with a prayer and a hope of winning some money today. They've managed to pull off a win. They need 3 more to take it to Kings of Urban and knock them down into the 3rd place match. Here we go on Urban Central. Darkfire going to pop this one away. This is Kings of Urban's hometown. We'll see if they're able to pull off the win here. But there's Timothy going to strike early. Lucky Bounce coming up so strong.
Yeah, 2 players back in net, just kind of confused with that touch. They expected Sad Jr. with a clear there. You know they're ready to move up as a unit, but because Sad missed that shot, they got caught off guard, and Timothy able to rotate in with the rest of his team to put a shot in the top right. Very good placement from Timothy.
And it only took them 8 seconds to get up on the board again. Lucky Bounce striking early, a second game in a row. Darkfire going to pop that one away. Jacob getting the response, sends it into the corner. Only one person back on Lucky Bounce right now. They wait long enough. Oh, but Jacob goes for the interference. Sad Jr. wasn't there to make the shot, and Torment gets the clear still, even after the bump. Solid defense. Torment has been such a strong defender all RLCS long. He's 5th in saves in the league. And there we see him standing up again, able to keep his team clean.
Yeah, Sad Jr. had a crazy pitch in front of that net, and I don't think anybody expected to come out that quick because Jacob surely didn't. He was in a perfect position to score.
4:18 remaining. Jacob pops this one up. He and Sad Jr. up on the offense again. Torment goes for the interference. It pops up, and Darkfire is able to put it away. See if Timothy is he able to put it up on the wall. Sad Jr. pops that one far. Now Torment tries to respond. He gets out. Oh my goodness. He bumped Jacob out of the way, but the damage was already done. Sad Jr. able to push that one in.
Sad with a beautiful pass off the wall over to Jacob. Jacob gets the touch that he's needing. Like you said, he gets cleared completely out by the defender, hitting him instead of the ball, and right back to Sad Jr., who is waiting perfectly for that pass back to himself. Talk about one touch.
Tie game here, man. This is crazy. Kings of Urban, they want the win right now. They don't want to have to put it all the way to a game 7. Finish it in game number 5. See if they're able to do it here. Tie game with 3:54 remaining. Torment falling back as Jacob carries this one onto the offense, up into the corner. Timothy waiting back in goal. He's not going to get the touch. No one wanted to challenge, and Fireburner takes the lead for Kings of Urban.
Darkfire just barely missing this. Jacob gets a touch off the wall, and it goes straight down. He goes to jump to go under, and Jacob kind of comes at him, so he's in a kind of weird position.
Yeah.
But because it went through, able to rotate in is Fireburner, who gets a shot and puts them up and giving them the lead right now.
Kings of Urban taking it right back from him just when it looked like Lucky Bounce was going to start to breathe life. See Kings of Urban trying to shut it back down, put them back into the grave. Sad Jr. with a nice cross. Torment keeps it alive, and Fireburn to keep that pressure on. Jacob to finish. It goes high of the crossbar. 3:30 left to go, and that man, Lucky Bounce dodged a bullet right there. They still have a chance, and here's an opportunity. Darkfire sending that one to the net, and what a block from Fireburner, keeping it away. They're going to try and position this one back out, but it looks like Lucky Bounce going to keep the offensive pressure up, put that one back up into the corner. Now there's Darkfire onto the backboard. Sad Jr. going to clear it into the far corner. Fireburner hanging in net for Kings of Urban. Jacob gets the response, pops it up, and here we go. He puts it back down. Sad Jr. there again. We've seen these guys up on offense all game. They've been able to put them up in the lead right now. 3 minutes left to go. Here's Lucky Bounce back on the offense. Darkfire with an opportunity. Actually doesn't get the touch he's looking for, but Timothy able to find that top area in the net and tie the game back up.
Yeah, Torment with the shot coming down. Jacob tried to clear it out, but it puts it in a really, really tough position for Sad Jr. sitting back in net, just doesn't know where to go. That's an easy shot for Timothy.
And I think Sad Jr. saw Darkfire rotating in, and then Darkfire just didn't take the shot. He's like, oh wait, what's happening? And then Timothy right there to get the follow-up. Now it's a tie game. Torment with an opportunity to send this one onto the backboard. Can his teammates respond? Sad Jr. gets a solid clear, but there's Timothy with a shot. Jacob able to put it away. Darkfire keeping the pressure on. We saw them score a goal in this sort of circumstance in the last game. Jacob able to get the touch to pop it out, and he's going to follow it up, put it back down to mid. Sad Jr. pops it into the corner. We're approaching halftime here with a tie game. These guys are so even right now. Lucky Bounce has really woken up, and they're going to try and put the lead on right now. Darkfire getting up onto the crossbar. Not going to happen. Now Torment popping that one back down. Jacob responds, sends it into the corner. Going to try and push this out. Darkfire has other ideas, try and clear it out of his own half. Torment popping it over. They've done that twice now, popping it over the top of the player in the corner, and just creating an opportunity, but they have not been able to push this all the way back out. Sad Jr. sends this one towards the net. Can they finish? No! Timothy comes in at the last moment to put it away.
Needs to be careful, though, with 2 people going for that. You're going to see a big transition in pressure, but Jacob shutting it down. So crucial for them to clear that back out.
That ball is in a dangerous spot for Lucky Bounce, but Darkfire able to clear it away. Torment responds, sends it into the corner. 1:50 left to go. So they're going to try and create another opportunity. It's all tied up right now. One team does have to score. Jacob pops that one down to Sad Jr., who puts it on the wall into blue corner. Torment responds, sends it right back in the direction it came from, back into Kings of Urban's corner. Jacob gets it around him, and now Sad Jr. again. Back and forth from these 2 teams. Jacob pops that one across, but no one there to finish. The speed on the ball was too much for Sad Jr. to get there. Timothy put that one up into the corner, try and pop it away. Darkfire hanging back in net for Lucky Bounce. As Kings of Urban are threatening. There's a shot from Fireburner. Jacob, he went for the goalie zone, but Darkfire able to keep his wits about him and block that one out, keeping them alive right now with 1:12 left to go.
Well, this is the scariest part, is they need a huge clear, and if Fireburner is going to rotate and put this back in, that's dangerous. You see this team of Lucky Bounce desperately needing boost, and they're going to keep getting starved if they can't get this out.
Timothy tries to clear it. Now Torment, final minute of gameplay. Anyone's game at this point. If Lucky Bounce is able to pull it off, they keep their dreams alive. If Kings of Urban takes the lead, that's it, and they move on.
Oh,
there's the shot from Fireburner. What a dirty angle to drop that one in.
That's a shot you expect to see out of Sad Jr., but Sad's the one who sets it up, plays it very high over the wall, and Fireburner getting up and rotating his car all the way to the side and using the nose to just softly touch that to the far post on the bottom left. What a difficult shot, and what an even harder save to make.
45 seconds. Lucky Bounce has to respond. They started out strong in this game, but they have yet to create any more sort of offense since then. Now they are on their back heels. Tournament life on the line. If they can pull off another point here, they still have an opportunity to play for the money. Darkfire gonna try and pop this one around, gets it past Sad Jr. Jacob able to get the final touch, send it onto the backboard. Timothy up on the wall, gets kind of a field side flip, is not gonna be able to make that happen, but Darkfire pushes this one over onto the far side, and here comes Timothy to respond, but Jacob gets it past him, 15 seconds left, and as Torment sends this one up onto the far wall. Fireburner is there to keep that one just out of reach from Darkfire, but they're keeping the pressure on. This is what Lucky Bounce needs. Final countdown happening, but Sad Jr. with a shot on the net. Darkfire puts it away, but the pressure's gonna be too much. That's it, that's the game. Kings of Irvin moves on to the grand finals.
Gosh, Lucky Bounce coming out so strong in those last two games for them to show us the pressure as to why they belong. They battled it out, and it just seems to be that the rotation and the big clears coming out from KOU and then holding that position is what's going to take the win for them.
Man, it was so back and forth there in game number 5. Both teams really showing just how even they are, just how strong the talent pool is here in North America. Great stuff coming out from both teams, but Kings of Urban woke up on a mission today, and they move on to the grand finals.
It sucks when the desk is right?
Yeah,
Like,
they pulled it off, even when the numbers said otherwise. Speaking of the desk, we'll be passing it back over to Axel Toss and the guys to break down all the action we just saw. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Wave Punk and Lawler. Here we are at the desk. What a series that was. I mean, the Kings of Urban just coming out and just decided they wanted to play today.
Yeah, the first 3 games was just domination from Kings. They went crazy. Then Lucky Bounce finally woke up and actually outshot them in Game 4. And Game 5 made it a case of, like, could they get the reverse sweep? But Kings of Urban too much.
Yeah, I think Kings of Urban just used this as a wake-up call coming in as the 4th seed because they have been such a dominant team in the past, and we saw why they were a top team here in this series.
It was nice to see Lucky Bounce at least get one game, one win in there. And remember, Lucky Bounce won in the group stages actually over Kings of Urban. But Kings of Urban, you got to show up on the day of the finals and play, and that's exactly what they did. Let's check out the Mobile One high performance replay from that match. A lot of nice shots.
And Kings of Urban just like starts off with a double demolition. They're just like, hey, Lucky Bounce, we're here, and we're going to blow you up.
That's what they love to do. But just from those first games, just speaking of the dominance, just the rotation so on point, putting shot after shot on net, Fire eventually putting that one in.
Yeah, just backboard plays over and over for Kings for the first 2 games. And then Sad Jr. with his patient dribble, that's what makes Kings of Urban so good. When they get in a 1v1 situation, Sad can win those like 90% of the time, it seems like.
Oh, and then this play, which was just pure chaos in front of the net. Darkfire actually got the critical touch there that set it up. Torment coming in to get that hit. Really hard. All players underneath the ball couldn't get the clear.
And then we had a save from Fireburner here to just keep it out. Like, Fireburner was on fire, as we should say, for this entire series. And with this awesome aerial goal as the game-winning goal, he was the MVP of the series for sure.
Yeah. And I honestly, though, I thought everybody on Kings of Urban really stepped up.
Yeah.
Fire, he did come up huge, scoring 6 goals, just as many as all of Lucky Bounce combined. But Darkfire, he was nowhere to be found. He didn't even score all series long. He did have the good touch, but I think this was just a situation where Fireburner and Kings of Urban as a whole just stepped up.
I mean, we talked all about Darkfire before the game, and that's really honestly what we were talking about during. It's like, where's Darkfire? What's going on? Like, that's the thing. You have to show up on the day of, and you got to play your best. And so, you know, sometimes teams just don't pull through to their potential, I suppose. Or is Kings of Urban just that good?
Like, I think it was because like Darkfire, like he's hot because his team was hot, and Kings of Urban just held down Lucky Bounce and was just like beating them into the ground for the first 3 games. So Darkfire couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and really Jacob had some very eye-catching plays, I thought. There was one play where he went up to contest a ball that he knew an opponent was going to aerial. So he, up near the ceiling, was able to get the block that led to the goal. So Jacob, really good at just getting in there and being a nuisance, and really everybody from Kings of Urban just setting up fire, getting in the defense's face, preventing those clears, just making pure havoc happen, which left a lot of opportunities for Fireburner to come and score.
And one more thing, Kings of Urban back-to-back finalists. This guarantees them at least the number 2 seed in North America. If they come in first, then they will get the number 1 seed going into the LAN.
And they're guaranteed money now, so.
Yes, lots of money.
And Kings of Urban is looking super hot, and we're not done with them because they're going to be the last match of the day in the grand finals, and they're going to await the winner of our next match, which is going to be Genesis versus Exodus. Also, for you Lucky Bounce fans out there, they're not necessarily done today either. We are going to have a 3rd place match, which is going to be the 3rd match of the day. So we're going to take a quick break here at twitch.tv/Rocket League in the Rocket League Championship Series, and we'll be back with Genesis versus Exodus. Stay tuned.